Well, hello, all my model car building buddies. This here is Glenn's Models. Oh, I'm Glenn. Oh, I'm yelling. Oh, I don't know why. I really don't. Okay, let's start this thing off by pointing out where you're at. Glenn's Models, don't forget. That's it, right there. That's my channel. And this is my buddies. Spotlight Hobbies. Up here, right there. And y'all, they got some new stuff in. I don't have one here. It came in after I made my monthly order, so it'll be next month before I get one. But they got in the new Mobius Dave Strickler 65 Dodge AFX altered wheelbase super Hemi fuel injected funny car. And it's cool. Oh man, it's got beautiful box art too. So y'all go over as soon as you get done watching this. Don't do it now. You got time. They'll be open. Go over there after you get done watching this and check it out. Really cool model. Okay, now we're going to do some other stuff. Oh, let me bring up my assistant here, my trusty sidekick, Fing.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
Oh, they're doing good, I imagine there, Fing. Thanks for showing up and stay handy.
I'll do it.
Okay, now let's just set this down. Listen to the band for a minute while I pull up something I've been working on. You remember this last episode?
On the last episode,
when just knock it off thing. I got it. Okay, yeah, on the last episode, I was showing this cool truck I was going to start working on. I was going to wait till I got done with other things, but you know how that goes. Alrighty, I'm not having the best of luck here so far, so hit the zoom. Yeah, this is that truck. I showed, you saw it. I've done a bunch of stuff already. I was going to move, let me get this set right. I was going to move the wheel wells. I got to get this better. Hang on, this is unprofessionalism at its best. Bam! Okay, now. Jeez, look, I need to put something under here. Thing! Haha! He's holding his own. Okay, now you can see it at the right angle. It'll be up like that. I got the wedge cut out here. About a 1/4 inch off right there. And then at an angle back. Got the wheels on. And this is where it's going to sit. See a big gap right there? Oh my goodness. This is just kind of mocked up. I've been mocking it today. And I'm going to take it up off here and show you. Yeah, this is much better. Okay. when I got it sitting here, I got the driver about where I want him. He's actually right in the middle of the driving place where he needs to be. The motor is just encroaching into the back of the cab, really menacing like, and that's cool. I've always liked it when the motor gets into places like that. And then the rear end back here, it'll sit up about this high, and the wheels, see how back, I was going to put them all the way back here. I was going to move the wheel wells, but then I got to think it'd look like a pulling truck. I'm not really building a pulling truck. I like pulling trucks, don't get me wrong. But there's, see that gap there where it moved back? That's where I'm going to run a big old exhaust header tube out. Collector, yeah, 4 into 1, and then the collector out that tube, so it won't look so out of place. Man, I'll have it looking better next time you see it, though. How about this? I was gonna have the driver sticking up out of the hood, but I never did like that. It looks like the truck is pushing him down the track, you know, instead of him driving it. And man, I can just get this down here. Okay. See, and I got the front wheels from the rail up in there. Yeah, those look good up in there too. And they're just enough ground clearance here. here in the front. I am doing really badly on this whole video here today. But I'm trying real hard, and things aren't cooperating. Okay, now, yeah, this is going to be wicked awesome. Still going to put the wing up here, and the motor will be right here banging into the back of the cab. I'm not going to chop it. I really want it to look like somebody took an old truck and gutted it out and set it down on a rail, you know, and without doing a whole lot to it, you know, just whatever they had to cut away to get it to fit. That's what I'm going for. Okay, now I'm going to move that over there. And let me see. Oh, y'all remember on the last episode I showed you a big old pile of parts here? This is what happened with them. I glued them together and I made this deal going on. This is, hang on a second, I got it right. Oh, Surf Woody. AMT Surf Woody with the top half of a pie wagon on it. And it's looking good. I think it's going to be all right. I got to do some filling in here and here. You can see where I rounded this I'm only working on one side so I can show you comparisons. See where I rounded that, and this side you can see it's sharp. Yep. So it'll blend in through here better. And this roll here, that worked out. And you see where I cut the sides? This is after the chop. You know, once I set it down, see how much overlap in there? Because I moved it forward. And so I went ahead and I chewed this out right back to there. And see, I got a nice flowing line right through here too. Like there. Now, I cut this at an angle, this part at an angle so that it would sit down more in the front, and it gives it this cool ducktail look right here. You know, going over and whoosh up over there. I had to cut out some of this to give it enough windshield to see out of, and the back is going to be rounded like this because flat panels. If you're building a custom car, you gotta stay away from flat panels like these. You know what it looks like when you see flat panels on a custom car? You think, oh, they must have made that out of wood or something, plywood. You gotta have a roundness or a bulge to it or something. You know, can't just be flat. Don't look right. Okay, well, this is gonna be cool. Y'all like this? Okay, I think so. I still have to fill this in. And I'm just going to make a thing across here. I was going to use the back of the surf wagon, but it don't really fit that well. And I'm going to get rid of this opening. I'll put this flat. I don't know what. I'm going to cut some kind of hole, but I don't know what. I have some van portholes I might put back there. But I like this cat eye look right here on the C cab. That's going to be cool. Yup. Okay, as long as I don't drop it. This thing is so old and brittle. I dropped it once and I had to redo everything. Next is this. The old, dang it, I dropped the thing. I gotta get it real quick. This is the old Herman's Wrecker, which I'm just gonna hold up here. I got the boom is glued in there finally. Got off my lazy butt, glued it in there, and painted this red around the cowling to accent the fact that it's chewed up there to make room for the motor. And plus, I think it just gives it more sinister. But here's the deal. Thanks to good old Red at dadgummit. Hang on, I gotta go get his card. Yep, thanks to good old Red at Red Scale Scrapyard. Parts are parts. And look. There's his, that's his Gmail, and that's his channel, I think. Yeah, that's his channel. So y'all go give him a like and a subscribe and comments and all the good stuff, because he's a really nice guy. he sent me these headlights. He knew I needed headlights for this, so he sent me these cool, old-timey headlights, and wow, they look good on the camera. Yes, they do. They're old-timey spotlights, I believe. Spotlight. And I just painted them silver and installed them because, man, they're just about perfect. And I got these headlight decals from a Pro Stock, and I put those in there. They didn't lay down really good. They're a little wrinkly. But what are you going to do? Headlights look good on here, though. Man, I love the fact that they're these old-timey. You know, got the things on top. Anyway, this is Herman's wrecker, and he's almost done. He's getting there. What do I got to do? Oh, now that I got those, all I have to do is finish the interior and put a chain coming down in the back. Maybe some kind of, I got some lights to go on it, 2 old-fashioned coach lights. So he'll be coming up here pretty soon. Maybe by the next episode. Let me see. Okay, I showed this on my last video, and I was sitting back and watching my last video, because, yeah, I like to watch me. And I noticed how bad these wheels look. Look at that. That is so pitiful. And so is this camera. You see, the tires are actually melting and attacking the white plastic insert, and which in turn is it's gooey, and attacking the rim on both sides. This side's even worse. Well, I got it to come in. See how the tire's pulling away from it, and man, it is just nasty. I ain't taking them off. They're there. They're going to stay there. But, you know, I hate them being like that. I don't like to go back and modify a model once it's finished. You know, this just showing its age. This guy's probably like between 15 and 18 years. One of the first few I built when I got back in after my house burnt. Okay, now let me move some stuff off of the jigger here, the whirly one, and this, so I could swing it back around here and show a couple of my older models. Since I was showing a custom, I guess that would have been better to have it there. This thing's gonna look cool. Oh, wait till you see the motor I got for it. I love to make oddball motors. And let me see. I was showing customs, so I thought I'd show a couple of my customs. This one is sort of a custom. It's mild custom. It's that 50 Ford, I think. I forget what it's called. It had, look at the pearl come up on it though. I painted it black, and I took, excuse me, that darn acid reflux hits me excuse me again, about this time every day. And yeah. Anyway, I took some green pearl and mixed it with some clear. And then, even because of that crappy pullback handle paint airbrush, I couldn't get it very good, but I kind of got it okay. I got a better airbrush now, and I'll be doing this, not this one, but next time I do it, it'll be better. See the way the light is catching that pearl and running down the side? How cool is that? That's way cool, buddy. Well, one more time. Right down the side. Also, down the top. Right down the middle of the top. If I'd had more precise control with a better airbrush than one of those pullback ones that I hate so much, the Gambler. But I do like the way let me see if I hold this up better. I do like the way the pearl runs down the side when it goes by. One more time and then I'll move on. And whoosh. Okay, yeah, this is sort of a mild custom, and also a hot rod. Because he runs it at the drag strip. Look at my haunted whirly-jigger. Don't want to shut off. Okay. This is another custom. This is Ed Roth, and I cannot remember the name of it. Okay, let me move this. I have to move a couple of things here. Get the zoom working. Okay, yeah. Oh, look, I lost one of my breeder calves. Oh, man. That sucks. I'll never find it. This is one of Ed Roth's cars. I changed out. It had big old wide tires and those big rims and stuff. And I took it back in time a little bit and put wire spoke rims on it and some cool white walls and then stacked up a Hemi in the front. And I think it came with like one of them new type fuel injected engines. I don't like those. This is more classic. And yep. I just thought I'd bring it out and let you see it. It's not my best paint job by a long shot. Like I said, I hate those pullback paint guns. Let me see. Oh, finally, after looking all over Tarnation and back, finally found this color. This is Seaside. And this is what I wanted to paint Grammy's grocery getter with. And I never could find it. I looked everywhere. Donnie looked everywhere. Finally found it at Ollie's. Can you believe that? Yeah, at least it was cheap, too. So, that truck I was showing you at the beginning, that's what it's going to paint it with that. That on the bottom and white on the top. Near as I can figure. Okay, now I've got one more to show you. Well, where'd it go? Oh, this guy. Oh, he's not accustomed, but he is accustomed to being on camera. Shut up. All right. It's my little Lotus, and yeah. What is it? A Lotus something, something, something. I can't remember these funny names and stuff, but I made a gasser out of it instead of a track racer. Now, let me tell you, I wasn't always, I used to had my own body shops. Plus, I worked at a Ford dealership doing customizing to new trucks, stuff like that. But I wasn't always doing fun jobs like that. At one point, in the winter up north, body shop trade falls way off. So you got to get a different job. And I did. I got a job with my sister's father-in-law at a restaurant on the toll road. It was a truck stop restaurant. And I hired in to wash dishes and, help bus tables and stuff. But when some other guys quit, they decided to move me up to third shift and cook. But I don't cook. So they wrote all the instructions down, like model instructions, how to assemble a cheeseburger, how to cook it, all the different things that I had to cook. And I would just follow the instructions, and I was doing pretty good, And, so it wasn't that bad a job. But, I only worked there for like 3 months because eventually they figured out that I couldn't, cook. And, then they let me go. But until then, it was one night, 4 o'clock in the morning, I believe. And this guy comes pulling in his car out front. And he gets out and staggers in. You could tell he'd been drinking, pretty drunk. And he come up and sat down at the counter next to the Betty, the waitress that was working there. And she said, "How can I help you, hon?" And he says, "I want a chef salad." And okay, now who comes in drunk at 4 o'clock in the morning and wants a chef salad? Anyway, okay, I know how to make that. So I made him one, and I had it in the bowl like I was showed, and it had the dressing on it. Put it on the windowsill there and then Betty got it and handed it to him, and he got pissed off. He said, "No, I want it to go." And Betty told him, said, we don't have them to go. And that's when it went off the rails, because he reached in behind him and he pulled out a gun and he pointed it at Betty and says, I want it to go. And so she picked up the bowl, set it around behind her on the sill where I was standing, and in less than 3 seconds, I had that thing dumped into a brown paper bag, closed up nice, handed it back to Betty. She spun around, handed it to him, and he said, thank you very kindly, and he left without paying for it. I wasn't going to chase him down. Okay, and this gets a little more weird, y'all. Stay with me, because this is up north in the crazy section. He, instead of getting in his car, there was a semi parked there idling, and he climbed in the semi truck, trailer and everything, full load, and jumped in it and took off. Guy come running out of the gas station there. Hey, that's my truck, man, and called the cops. Me and Betty was freaking out, because, gun pointing and stuff. And from what I heard later, the cops chased him down about 20 or 30 miles down the highway, and they had a shootout and everything. And I don't know if he made it or not, but I'm sure glad he left and didn't do nothing there where I was. Yeah, Betty too. That freaked her out. She's crying. Okay, well, that's stuff that happens to me. I was young. I think I was only like 22 at the time. And I will ask now would you mind subscribing, because that's a lot of fun. You hit subscribe and it comes that bell, hit that black bell. That's the good one to hit. That's the most fun one to hit. And also a like, just beep like that on the like, and a share. That's a little more hard, but it's worth it, And comment. I'm working on the comments. I'm getting them back to you. I will answer your comments as best I can. So that's everything I got to say. So I will see y'all later. Bye. And don't forget,